Harmer takes 9 to force follow-on. Through Tom Wesley and Dan Lawrence, Essex stamped their authority on this game. They raced their way to a declaration at 412 for 3, and they found quick wickets too. Derbyshire reduced to 35 for 3 when play came to a close. Guest and Hughes started well. They took the score to 50 runs when the match finally resumed in the afternoon. They were starting to think about 3 figures when Hughes came dancing down the pitch to Harmer, but he was caught in 2 minds. Wheater quick to whip the bails off. Madsen looked in the mood. Harmer carted for 6 runs over the leg side to bring the 100 up for Derbyshire, but he was out to the spinner's next delivery, caught at leg slip by Lawrence, his contribution 23. Harmer had his 5 for soon after. Critchley prodded a return catch back to the South African, and Essex were racing through the Derbyshire lineup. He kept going. Hossain looked to put his foot down, but couldn't get very far. He was out by way of a reflex grab from Tendescata under the lid. The spinner had the golden arm. Another wicket in his next over, this catch more routine for the short leg fielder. Stanlake was then his 8th, bowled for a duck, Derbyshire collapsing. The innings was at an end in his next over. Melton fired a catch back to Harmer. The bowler finished with 9 wickets to his name, and Derbyshire were all out for 146. Guest had been the only man to show some real fight against the Essex attack. They'd been led from the front by the impeccable Simon Harmer. His figures are quite remarkable, 9 for 80. Derbyshire hadn't done enough to avoid the follow-on, so they were straight back in the middle after tea, and Essex struck again early in the innings. Rees bowled via an inside edge for a duck. Bad light gave Derbyshire the chance to regroup, and it seemed to do the trick. Godalming and Guest returned to the middle with much more success, denying Essex further breakthroughs as they played their way towards 50. It was a real showing of resistance from Derbyshire. The 50 partnership was reached when Harmer was fired flat over the leg side for 6. They kept building. Both men found their feet and did what they could to chip away at the total. Guest took himself to a 50. Harmer not enjoying as much success this time around, a single off his bowling sufficient for the number 3. Derbyshire had taken their total to the verge of 100 runs when the day came to a close, and they were trailing by just 169, with the 4th day forecast looking grim, were Essex about to be denied again.